Some of y'all only experience feeling ashamed or embarrassed because you've taken on other people's beliefs about what it means to be human. You know, there's so many people who will tell you, like, you're oversharing. This should have stayed inside. But the reality is, like, everyone don't have this belief of having a secretive life. Not everyone feel like they can't share their story, right? Like, our stories about the lives we're living, what we're experiencing, can have many truths. You know what I mean? This version of you may see it this way. The next version of you may see it another way. Some past version of you could have seen it another way. The reality is we're all sharing what's happening in our lives from the perspective that of the version of us that we are today. And that perspective might change. So this idea that you should be embarrassed or you should be ashamed, a lot of that only comes in because you're holding on to other people's stories about how life should be, how you should behave as a human. It is okay if you want to share. It is okay if you want to be heard. Just because other people wouldn't do it, that's their business. And that ain't got nothing to do with you. I never understand this concept of being an oversharer. I'm always like, who gets to decide that? Who gets to decide that you're oversharing? There's just so many rules, unwritten rules, that we carry within us because other people told us that we have to behave a certain way. We have to act a certain way. To be human is to be this. To be a woman is to be that. To be adult is to be this. But is that really your truth? Is that who you are? Is that what feels aligned for you? Just because other people don't want to share their stories, just because they feel shame and guilt behind their experiences, don't mean you have to. This human experience, you're going to have a lot of ups and downs. There are going to be some things that you cringe about, some things you're like, damn, some things you're like, well, it happened. And all of that is okay. It's all about the human experience. You don't need to get this perfect according to man. I just want to encourage you, I want to remind you so that you can sit with this possibility that are you feeling ashamed, or do you feel guilt, or do you feel embarrassed because you truly care about these things and you think it shouldn't be happening, or because you're more concerned about what other people think about what you're experiencing? Not actually what you think, but what other people think, how other people will perceive what's happening. Because if it's the latter, then that ain't got nothing to do with you, babe. And you can reset your nervous system to understand that you don't need to be embarrassed about anything. And even when you feel embarrassed, even when you experience the emotion of embarrassment, you know that that's old programming. And then you remind yourself that I am having a human experience. It is okay to have this experience, and it's even okay to feel embarrassed. But it does not change my worth. It does not change my abilities. It does not change the truth of who I am. So, do what you want. Share what you want. Show up however you want. Even if people think it's cringe. Even if you feel cringe at first. Because a lot of that is old programming. Let that out of your system. You do not have to hold your life to standards that other people have given you. Is that actually what you care about? Do you actually value that belief? If not, do you? Share whatever you want. What is this oversharing business anyway? Listen, none of us are taking these stories with us when we die. These stories won't matter. None of this will matter. All these things we say to ourselves, how you see your perspective of your life, someone else's perspective of your life, maybe two different perspectives. So, who cares? Who cares? This is your life. The only opinion that truly matters about your life is yours. Do you actually care about this, or are you trying to live up to other people's expectations of what it means to be human?